Ivern game. Haven't played Ivern in years. Win trading on Graves? No, sir. Toes or thumbs? What are you talking about? Would you rather be uncultured, stinky, a swine, some putrid wretch of society, the unsubscribed, or an absolute king? 8 feet tall, 16 feet wide, chiseled pecs, the brain of Einstein. Subscribe today. That's all I can say. Pleb lives matter. They do. Even if they're herded into pens like animals and given peanut shells for dessert. Super Gamba. Oh, Demon Lord, come down upon thee. Give me the blessings. It's very bizarre. Esports now in gaming is like a way of life. It's like marketed to everyone. It's a core part of games. League of Legends, yes, it is competitive, but not everyone needs to be so esports related. Not everything needs to be min-maxed. Not everything needs to be done by the book. Not everything needs to be the most optimized, you know, and people get really angry if you don't do that stuff. I'll have fun! You. Yeah, I'm playing WMAX Graves mid. I don't give a shit. I win games. What are you gonna do, sue me? When you start listening to others and letting others decide how you have fun, buddy, what are you doing? You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've played competitive games for a while, but like, you know, the second you stop playing a competitive game like Valorant, League, you know, and you've tried a single player game, you've tried a storied game where instead of like competing to be #1 in everything, you're just kind of enjoying the journey. You know, you'll view it differently. Of course, they're different games. You should view them differently, obviously. It's been a peaceful time, I'd imagine. Ooh, Grisiladeas. Oh, I got ignited. Confusion. You're dumbfounded. You don't know what tomorrow holds, ever. There's over 100,000 games on Steam. We finished 90 of them. Omega Lul. Would I be the uber god gamer? Would I be #1? You'd be a neckbeard. Yeah, I'm already that, though. So me playing League for 12 years isn't me being mentally ill? What are you pinging me for? Buddy, I just tried to help you. Out of all the games, maybe 5 to 10 are worth playing. No, that's not true. I would say every game is worth giving a shot. The experience, to me, is what matters the most. You experience something, you hate it, or you love it. Or you're indifferent, you know? Okay, you know what? I'll say this. The only game that I don't think is worth playing, that we can all agree on, are the FIFA games. Press 1 if you agree. I think we can all agree that the FIFA games aren't worth, like, they're not worth a dime. They're not. Those games, that's a hard pass. I saw 1, 2. Really? You like the FIFA games? Hard agree. Wait, so what do you do? Is there a story mode in FIFA? Do you go off and have, like, drug empires and then, like, cheat on your wife and the police come after you, but you're so addicted to soccer that you have to just keep playing? And then you have, like, a redemption arc, and, like, the military comes in and guns you down at the end? You become Ronaldo at the end. Do you really? What do you do in that game? Isn't everything just kind of like a skirmish match? Where you have, like, leagues? Probably because you're not a soccer fan. Well, you know what? Thank you for using the true term of, yeah, that sport, soccer. It is called soccer. What are you doing? What the heck? Whoops. I spelled his name wrong. Agogo. You stink, bruv. Agogo. Why is it called American football if it's the only football and you don't play with a ball and rarely use your feet? Because why does freedom need logic? It's freedom. Who cares? More taxes. No! Taxes, what a scam. Bro, life is expensive. Life ain't not cheap. Being alive is stressful, isn't it? It actually is. Press 1 if being alive is stressful. Why can't we just be like creatures of instinct? We go around eating berries and foraging for nuts and ripping the flesh off of animals with our teeth. Back to the old ancestral ways without steroids and things. Yeah, I envy my dog sometimes. My dog wakes up, runs in circles, and eats potatoes and has a smile on his face. Bro, he don't know anything. League of Legends is just a podcast. League of Legends is Yapfest City. That's all it is. The gameplay is kind of a background thing. You could sit here and be focused on the gameplay, and that's fine. That makes sense, but... this is just an easier game. There's no story. There's nothing to really, like... There's nothing to look out for. I mean, I'm not even playing poorly with any of these games, or in any of these games with this build. This build's good. You trolled the Agugu. Agugu. I used to, well, I mean, you know what? I had a friend. I say friend. He was a male stripper. He'd have sex and do drugs over the mic while we duo-queued. He was French. He played Rammus and Malphite. This story again, well, because it relates to Rammus, and that guy reminds me of Rammus. Yeah. Yep, that was him. It kind of reminds me, you know what? The best way to describe him and what conversations were like, it was like talking to that French guy in Red Dead Redemption 2. You know the guy in Saint Denis, he dressed up as like the girl to get out of the town? Every conversation, everything you dealt with this guy was like him. That's the best way to describe him. Like, he was just insane. Was it Charles Chatney? Yeah. That was a fun character, though. That was cool. Yeah, he'd play Bloodthirster Malphite, or if he couldn't get Jungle Rammus, this guy would sit there. He'd be like, I need to play jungle. I need to play jungle. Please give me jungle. I snort the cocaine. Please give me the jungle. 50 game win spree. Oh, my girlfriend's anus is pulsating. I go suck. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back. Okay, let's go. Like, this is the shit he'd say, bro. He was crazy. He'd be yapping it up. I think he poisoned me with it. And then he'd come back and go 50-0 on Rammus and carry a game. I think it was the skin, right? Wasn't it like Robo TF, Robot AZIR? They had like Robot fucking Jarvan or something. They were all walking into a city. What a strange... What the hell was that about? Why did we have Robot TF but never get Robot TF? Why'd they just make up a bunch of random shit for an event? See, Yon is kind of roaming. It's a troll, a 0% win rate. That's false. That's false. That's not true. That's incorrect. You know who needs to make a fucking Worlds theme? Is like Gloryhammer or Dragon Force or something. Some sort of like power metal freak. Some power metal freak show of a band would make a great fucking Worlds theme. I feel like a lot of the songs are just kind of played safe. Was Dragon Force at TwitchCon? I think one of the guys streams on Twitch, that's why. Ebanish should make a world song? That would not work. No, that wouldn't work. But they could make the music of, like, Bilgewater. Yeah, you know. You could do a few, like, in-universe shanty songs. Is hearing Matt Mercer do shanties with, like, Sean Dogger and a bunch of background vocalists? Not vocalists, but, like, you know, singers as well. Imagine Gangplank shanties in his youth, as he's going off to, like, pillage fucking Ionia and steal from Swain. I mean, you'd be hearing that stuff. And Matt Mercer can sing. He's great. He's good at what he does. This is 25. Oops. Oh my god, this champ is... I'm trying on-hit AZIR. It's just not good. I feel like Rage Blade, Nashor's Tooth with Bork doesn't sound terrible. They want to bring back Woolly Mammoths. Really? That's crazy. That'd be... You know what? That is crazy. To think that they did that. They brought back fucking direwolves from, like, one of their old tooth. That's not English. One of their old, teeth. Is that even... What? How do you say that? They brought back direwolves, with an old tooth they had of the thing. I guess that makes more sense. So what stops them from bringing back a dinosaur? We can actually have Jurassic Park. We could. You know, this feels very Frankenstein-ish, no? Splicing things together. Bringing back the dead. I'm kind of... I don't know. It's very cool, but it feels so dystopic, no? Like, with the rise of AI and all this stuff and computers taking over, us bringing things back from, like, 10,000 years ago. I mean, kind of creepy. It's a little bit creepy. It's cool as fuck, though. Well, I mean, I listen, I have no clue. I have no clue how you would do that. Do you have to birth things in, like, a lab? You've got their, like, genetic makeup and you kind of... fucking Einstein the thing back together. Or in this case, Frankenstein. With Einstein-level people behind it. DNA splice. Yeah, all this, like, weird shit, man. I don't know. Seems a bit ghoulish. Modifying the DNA of something else. Okay. Well, I mean, good luck with the... Well, what would you do for a dinosaur? Could you bring back some, like, ancient... I guess even dinosaurs. Well, what about the fucking lizards and things? No? Crocodiles? Stuff like that? They said human catgirl hybrids are possible. You gotta get off Twitter, brother. Get off Twitter. Crocs haven't evolved for millions of years. Well, then there you go. I don't know. They're close enough to, what they used to have back in the day. Well, I don't know. Whatever it is, I mean, it's cool, but I'm not gonna sit here and like, oh my god. It might not be direwolves. Oh my god, science is so cringe. How preposterous. You've lied to the human race. It's not direwolves. You've brought back a sham, sir. I won't be partaking in your lie. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's cool. If it is bringing back stuff, regardless, though, that's something. How preposterous. It's not a direwolf. It's a wolf dire. Zetimo edition. Next variety game, we're still beating Death Stranding. Crocs just shrink or get bigger depending on the food available, same as sharks. You know, I birthed crocodiles at one point from, like, those little gooey capsules. Remember when you were a kid and you had those, like, grow-in animal at the dollar store? Those were awesome. You'd put them in, like, the tub and they'd grow up from, like, a little gummy worm to, like, a giant alligator. Or they used to be, like, a capsule and then they'd turn into some sort of, like, foam animal. Those were cool. That shit was mind-bending. I went crazy for those. I'm like, how the hell is it bigger? How is it big? Yeah, the foam planes. Yep. They came in, like, flat packages, and you'd take them out, you'd build them, and then you'd throw them around, and they get wrecked really easily. They had, like, the little plastic propeller. That was cool. Yep. Or, like, big bags of, like, $2 army men. You get, like, 300 of them. You take them down to, like, the beach and you build sandcastles and put them on them. That shit was awesome. We'd be in the dollar store probably once a week. You know, if I get a star on my test, I go to the dollar store and I get a plastic bag of army men. Or I get, like, a little army tank, or, you know, the little foam buildable planes, or the army men with the parachutes, and we'd go up on a giant hill and throw them off and see them fly down. Yeah, that was cool. Old McDonald's toys. You know what? Old McDonald's toys were better, but now they give you, like, Pokemon cards and shit. You know, are they even meant for children? Which actually, you know what? Pokemon cards are meant for children. It's just the adults who have that, like, nostalgia, or they want to use them as a way to make money. Poor little Timmy can't even get his Walmart pack of Pokemon because 82-year-old Jimbo John maxed out his credit card on every fucking kiosk that delivers you Pokemon cards. What the hell is Kogma's passive? That thing is so fucking irrelevant. It's like the old Zyra. What is Zyra's passive? That thing is so irrelevant. Like, those are worthless passives. Why haven't they given Kogma a new passive? Wouldn't that take, like, 2 seconds to just, like, implement? You could literally give him the most random shit passive in the game, and it'd still be better than what we have now.